Hello student, in this video we will be going to solve the problems of exercise 4a by using the laws of indices. So keep watching this video. Let us go to the question number 11. So here in this question we have to simplify the values there. It is written 1 by 1 plus x to the power b minus a plus x to the power c minus a. Then a plus sign. Then 1 by x to the power a minus b plus 1 plus x to the power c minus b. Similarly, here in the third part also written x to the power a minus c plus x to the power b minus c plus 1. If you will observe here the question, it is clearly visible that x to the power b minus a can be written as x to the power b divided by x to the power a. Because we know the law of indices says that if the bases are same and they are in division, the powers are subtracted. Okay. Similarly, here in this case, it can be written x to the power c by x to the power a. Same. See, c minus a. That means bases are in division mode, so they are in subtraction. Now see, x to the power b, x to the power a, x to the power c, x to the power a. They can do this 1. If you will see, 1 means, what is this? A to the power 0 is equal to 1. That means x to the power 0 is equal to 1. That means anything to the power 0 equal to 1. And it can be written as x to the power a divided by x to the power a. See, why I wrote this one x to the power a, x to the power a, x to the power a. Since bases are x to the power a. So that means if you will take the LCM, it will be x to the power a only. And see, x to the power a, x to the power a, that means x to the power a minus a, so that is x to the power 0, and anything to the power 0 means 1. So in the place of this 1, we are written x to the power a. So similarly, we will write here also in the second part of this question. See how we will write. In this question, in the second part, look at here. It is x to the power a divided by x to the power b plus 1 means x to the power b divided by x to the power b. Then here in this part, x to the power c divided by x to the power b. Why I wrote x to the power b, x to the power b, that understood? If you will subtract it, b minus b 0, this will be x to the power 0 equal to 1. In the third part of this problem, look, 1 by, again, x to the power a divided by x to the power c plus x to the power b divided by x to the power c, and here it is x to the power c divided by x to the power c. So in this way we can write. So let us do next step. 1 by, if we will take the LCM of this base, you just see x to the power a, x to the power a, x to the power a. That means we can take x to the power a as an LCM. Then what we will get? X to the power a divides x to the power a 1 times, so means 1 into x to the power a means x to the power a plus here also x to the power b, here x to the power c. Similarly, we can do here also. See, x to the power b we can take LCM. That means what? Here we will get x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Again in this part also we can take LCM, x to the power c. So what we will get? X to the power c divides x to the power c 1 times. That means 1 into x to the power a means x to the power a. Again x to the power b plus x to the power c. We got up to this step. Now let us move to the next step. Now see. This x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c divided by x to the power a, that means it is the reciprocal of what? X to the power a by x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Yes, similarly we can write here also x to the power b means x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Again here in that part also we can write x to the power c is equal to x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. So if you will see, we can take the LCM. See, this is a one whole part, and again the same part is here, again the same part is here. See, x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Again x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Again x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the, that means we can take x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c as a common. So that means this divides this how many times? X to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c divides this x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c one times. That means 1 into x to the power a means x to the power a. Again this is 1 times x to the power b. Again this is 1 times x to the power c. So we got up to this. Now if you will see there, these are two same parts. See, x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c divided by x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. That means we can cancel this. If you will cancel, it will 1 by 1 x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power t 1 times this and again 1 times this. So result is 1 by 1. So answer will be 1. So answer of the question number 11 is 1. So in this way we will move to the next questions. Okay. Now let us go to the question number 13. What is given in the question number 13? The question number 13 says that it is given. What is given? X to the power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 1 by 3 plus z to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0. And we have to prove a certain value there. What is to be proved? X plus y plus z to the power whole cube is equal to 27xyz. We have to prove this one. See, just if you will see the question, you cannot understand anything. But if you will see that part to be proved, here it is cube given. That means we have to use the formula of cube. But which formula of cube we will use? So we will discuss here. Now see, it is x to the power 1 by 3, y to the power 1 by 3, z to the power 1 by 3. Suppose we can get this one x plus y plus z by somehow using the formula of cube. Because if you will do the cube here, it will be cube. That means it is 3 cancel and result will be x. Then again after getting the result, suppose x plus y plus z we can do cube. So we will go to that part also. Okay, that means we have to use the formula of cube. So which formula of cube we will understand. So we have a formula of cube. That means we have what we have. Just see, a plus b plus c whole cube can be written as a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Try to remember this formula. A plus b plus c whole cube can be written as a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus 3a plus b, b plus c, then c plus a. This is the type of formula that we can say it is a type of identity that we are getting with this a plus b plus c whole cube. So this is a new part that you are getting. So just note down in your copy and try to remember this formula or identity. That is 1a plus b plus c whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus 3a plus b, b plus c, c plus. Now we will apply this formula to this part. Okay? Just see. Just skip this one for a while. You just note it down in your upside. Okay? Now we will start from here. What we will do? See. Here we will apply the formula this. That means we will, what we will do? Cubing both sides. We will do cubing both sides. What we will get? See. If we will cube both sides, then we will get like this. x1 by 3 plus y1 by 3 plus z1 by 3 whole cube is equal to cube. Because in one side we are doing the cube, that means in the other side also we should do the cube. Now what is the formula there? X plus y plus z whole cube means a plus b plus c whole cube means a cube. That means we can write cube. Then again here in this part we can write cube, a cube plus b cube, then 1 by z1 by 3 cube, a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Then what we can write? 3a plus b. Okay, I will write this step here. Just see. I will write this step here. A cube plus B cube plus C cube. A cube plus B cube plus C cube. That means we get this cube. Okay. Then is equal to 3A plus B. That means A cube plus B cube plus C cube. That means plus 3A plus B. A plus B means what? X to the power 1 by cube plus Y to the power 1 by cube. Okay. In the same way, how we can write? B plus C means Y to the power 1 by cube plus Z to the power 1 by cube, and this is Z to the power 1 by cube plus X to the power 1 by cube is equal to 0, because 0 cube is equal to 0. Now we just applied the formula of cube here. Now let us see how we will get the solution. What is this? This is x to the power 1 by 3. That means x to the power 1 by 3 multiplied by 3. So that means we can cancel it. 3, 3. So x to the power 1. So we can simply write down this one as x. Okay. Again this one can be written as y. Again this one can be written as z. Then if you will see here, x to the power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 1 by 3. So here we were given x to the power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 1 by 3 plus z to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0 in the question. If you want this, then what we can write? This should be go there, minus z to the power 1 by 3. Yes or no? Plus subtract there, minus z. So similarly, y to the power 1 by 3 plus z to the power 1 by 3 can be written as minus x to the power 1 by 3. And in the same way, x to the power 1 by 3 plus z to the power 1 by 3 can be written as minus y by 1 by 3. Okay, so we will put these values there. See, x to the power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 1 by 3. That means minus z to the power 1 by 3. Minus z to the power 1 by 3. Again, y 1 by 3, z 1 by 3, we can write down minus x to the power 1 by 3. And here also minus, see, z and x. Z and x means y to the power 1 by 3. Y to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Now let's see how we will get proceed. This means it is x plus y plus z. Now look, plus 3 minus 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 plus plus minus 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 plus minus. That means result will be minus. Now it is 3. X to the power 1 by 3, y to the power 1 by 3, z to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Yes. Now how we can write? This is x plus y plus z minus this 3, this 3. See, x to the power 1 by 3, y to the power 1 by 3, z to the power 1 by 3. This can be written as x, y, z together to the power 1 by 3. Because we have a law of one indices like this one. A b to the power m can be written as a to the power m multiplied by b to the power m. This was a law. So with the help of this law, I just changed the use the corollary there. X to the power 1 by 3, y to the power 1 by 3, z to the power 1 by 3, together x, y, z to the power 1 by 3. So that means how we can write now? See, it is equal to 0. Now let us see. It is x plus y plus z. If you will shift this part, because it is a type of term, 3 multiplied this means is equal to 3x y z to the power 1 by 3. Okay students, now let us see how we will get. We need the answer what? X plus y plus z whole cube. That means cubing here. That means we must do the cube there in that side also. So we have done cube there also. So what we have done there? Cubing both sides. Again we have done cubing both sides. We got. We get. This we get. Now look at here. The result is x plus y plus z to the power 1 by 3 will be equal to 3 cube means 27, and this 3 and this will be multiplied is will result x, y, z. See, 1 by 3 multiplied with 3, again 3 will cancel, the answer will be x, y, z to the power 1, that means x, y, z. So we got whatever the question asks us to prove, we got up to that. So this is all about question number 13. Now student, let us go to the next question, that is question number 14. What is given in the question number 14? See, p is equal to a to the power x, q is equal to a to the power y, and p to the power y, q to the power x, to the power z, whole power z is equal to a square. With the help of these three, we have to prove that x, y, z is equal to 1. So let us start. We are given, what we have given, p to the power y, q to the power x, to the power z is equal to a square. Okay, then we will put the value of p and q here, which is given here. See, p means what? A to the power x. A to the power x is there, then power y, it is the power y. Then q to the power x. Q means what? Q means a to the power y. A to the power y. Then there is a power x. So it is the power x. Then the whole power is given. It is z, which is equal to a square given. Okay. Now let us go to the next part. It is the powers and the another power is in the top. So that means it is a to the power xy multiplied by again a to the power this x into y xy. Then there is a power z is given, this z, which is equal to a square. So this can be written as c. If you will write there the bases a and they are in multiplication, then their power should be added. So that means a to the power xy plus xy, and the power is z is equal to a square. Now see, a to the power xy plus xy means a to the power twice xy to the power z is equal to a square. So this can be written as, see, powers, there is another power, so it can be written as a to the power 2xyz multiplication of powers a square. So now let's see, a bases are same, that means we can write x y z is equal to 2. So from here we can get x, y, z is equal to 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1. So which we have to prove that. So it is proved. So like this students, we have to use the three laws of indices and their corollaries to solve the sums of question number 14. And some more questions are there. Let us go to the next question, that is question number 16. Let us go to the question number 16. What is given in the question number 16? Question number 16 says that x to the power l divided by x to the power m to the power l plus m. Then x to the power m divided by x to the power n to the power m plus n. Then again multiplication x to the power n divided by x to the power l to the power n plus l will be equal to 1. So we have to simplify this left hand side, then the result should be equal to 1. So let us see how we will move. If you can see there, it is x to the power l divided by x to the power n can be written as x to the power l minus m. Okay, it is l plus m is the power. Again here also x to the power m minus n, it is m plus n. Again here it is x to the power n minus l, it is n plus l. Okay, so now see, we have a law that if bases are same, we have a law that means if power is there, then there is another power, the powers are multiplied, means a to the power m multiplied by n can be written. So we will apply this law here. So see, it is a power and there is another power, so that means x to the power l minus m and it is l plus m. Similarly here x to the power m minus n, it is m plus n. Here also in that part x to the power n minus l and it is n plus l. So up to this we got. Now let us see. So student, we have a law of identity also. Which law of identity that we got in class 8? The third law of identity. What is the law? A minus B multiplied with A plus B, results will be A square minus B square. So we will use this identity here. L minus M, L plus M. That means it will be L square minus M square. Again, x to the power M square minus N square. See, M minus N, M plus N means this L minus M, L plus M. Again here also x to the power N square minus L square. Up to this we got. Now let's see how we will move to the answer. So see, this x means bases are same and they are in multiplication. The power should be added. So this is L square minus M square plus M square minus N square, then plus N square minus L square. Then we will see there a minus N square plus M square can be cancelled. Minus N square plus N square can be cancelled. Minus N square plus L square can be cancelled. That means minus 2 plus 2 will be result to 0. So why we will write 0 there? So it is x to the power 0 and anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. So which we have to prove that is equal to 1. So like this we will solve the question number 16. Now let us move to the question number 19. How we will solve question number 19? Let's see. The question number 19 is the same type of question related to question number 16. Let's see question number 19. X to the power B divided by x to the power C and 1 by power is 1 by BC. Okay, right then. X to the power B divided by x to the power C and the power is 1 by BC. Okay. Then the second part is given x to the power C divided by x to the power A. Then 1 by, I think AC. Yes, AC. Then it is x to the power, what is given? A divided by x to the power B. Then it is 1 by AB. And also we have to prove it is equal to A. So let us go for this one. So let us take the left hand side. What we will get? It is x to the power B divided by x to the power C and the whole power is 1 by BC. So it can be written as x to the power B minus C. Bases are same and division, so their power should be subtraction and their power is 1 by BC. In the same way we can write here also x to the power C minus A 1 by AC and x to the power A minus B 1 by AB. So let us go. So power, there is another power, so what to do? The power should be subtracted, so it is multiplied, B minus C divided by BC. Again it is x to the power C minus A divided by AC. Again it is x to the power A minus B divided by AB. After this we can get, okay, because powers are added. So how we will get this one? B minus C multiplied by 1 by BC. This is numerator, this is denominator. Numerator will multiply, denominator will multiply. B minus C multiplied with 1, B minus C 1 multiplied by BC. So after this we got. Now let us move to the next step. How we will proceed to the solution. Let's see. We should prove this one is equal to 1. Try to remember. Okay. Now it is C. B minus C divided by BC. Then we can write down B by BC minus C by BC. See, here what we have done, B minus C divided by BC, it was a whole term, so we have splitted this term. If you will split this, the LCM is BC, BC divided BC in 1 times of 1 multiplied by B and this is C. So like this we will get the answer if we will take the LCM. Now we splitted the term there without taking the LCM. Here LCM is taken, now we just splitted this one. Now in the same way we can write down this one, see, x to the power C by AC minus A by AC. In the same way here also x to the power A by AB minus B by AB. So let's see how we can solve. This C, B and B can be cancelled. So x to the power 1 by C, minus c and c can be cancelled, x to the power 1 by b. Again in the same way we can write down x to the power c means 1 by a minus 1 by c, a cancel. Again here x to the power a cancel, 1 by b minus 1 by a, here b cancel. Now students see, these are the bases. Same base, they are in multiplication. Power should be added. So that means x to the power 1 by c, powers are this, minus 1 by b plus 1 by a minus 1 by c plus 1 by b minus 1 by a. Now look at here, minus 1 by b plus 1 by b cancel. 1 by a plus minus 1 by a, 1 by c minus 1 by c plus. So that means x to the power 0 which is equal to 1. So that we have to prove that in the question. So in this way we will do the question number 19. Now students, let us move to the question number 22. Let us go for the question number 22. How we will get? Here we are given x to the power 1 by a is equal to y to the power 1 by b is equal to z to the power 1 by c. That is question number 22. And we have to prove that, no, some conditions are given also. Y is equal to root over zx. Okay, and we have to prove that a plus c is equal to twice c. So we have to go to that part, a plus c is equal to twice b, with the help of this one. So this condition is given. So we will put the values of x, y and z there. Okay, so let's see this one. X to the power 1 by a is equal to y to the power 1 by b is equal to z to the power 1 by c. So that means these are equal, so that can be taken as k. Suppose these are equal to k. So how we will get? So first part, see, x to the power 1 by equal to k. Again y to the power 1 by b equal to k, because we took this one as k. These are equal and they are equal to k. And the third part, z to the power 1 by c is equal to k. So now how we can do? See, this is x to the power 1 by a is equal to k, and we have a law of indices that a to the power p by q can be written as a multiplied by p into 1 by q. Okay, if q is there, if then it will go to that part, it will become 1 by q, but here it is 1 by q, then it will move to that part and it will become q. Means it is a type of square and squaring both sides and taking square root. We had a law also, root over p is equal to p to the power 1 by 2. This is the value. Okay, this is a type of law of square and square root. That means here it is 1 by a. So what we can write? X to the power k a. We will move to that part. So we are taking that a here. Similarly, y is equal to k to the power b, and here also z is equal to k to the power c. Okay, 1 by c means it is the c root of k. So if you will see there, the power sheet should be there. So let's see. We are getting this three values x, y and z. We will put these values to this one. Let us go. Y is equal to root over z. Let's see how we will get. Y is equal to root over zx. So y, what is the value of y? K to the power b is equal to root over means it is 1 by 2. Okay, zx, z means k to the power c and x means k to the power a. So students, see, k to the power b will be equal to, how we can write here? Bases are same, k, then power should be added, k to the power a plus c to the power 1 by 2. Okay, then let's see, k to the power b. Now move to this part. Power, then is another power, then power should be multiplied. That means it is k to the power a plus c divided by 2. Multiplied means a plus c multiplied with 1 by 2. That means it is a plus c divided by 2. We can write. Okay. Now let's see. These are same, bases are same, so they are in division. That means we can cancel it. Division means equal sign. If we move to this part, it is division. Okay, so we can cancel it. Now it is B will be equal to A plus C by 2. So what we have to prove? A plus C equal to twice B. Oh, A plus C equal to twice B means if you will do cross multiplication, twice B is equal to A plus C. That means A plus C is equal to twice B. That we have to prove. So just we have proved that. So this is all about question number 22. Now let us go to the question number 20. 20 is same as question number 22. You just see the question number 20. We will get the solution very easily. The question number 20 is given. A to the power x equal to b to the power y is equal to c to the power z. It is question number 20. And there is a condition given. AC is equal to b square. And we have to prove that 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 2 by 1 by x plus 1 by z is equal to 2 by y. We have to prove that. So we are given this condition. AC is equal to b square. So we will put A and C there. And b square means value of b we will put there. So let us go to the question number 20. So let A to the power x equal to b to the power y equal to c to the power z equal to k. Say suppose these values will be equal to k. Now what we will get? A to the power x equal to k. These are equal. This k. B to the power y equal to k. And c to the power z equal to k. Again the same. Here is power is x. Then it will go to that side. It will be power 1 by x means x root. A to the power k 1 by x. Here it is b is equal to k 1 by y. Here we will get c is equal to k to the power 1 by z. So up to these three we got the values. Now we will put the value of a, b and c here in this part. Let's go. AC is equal to b square we are given. So let's put there. AC is equal to b square. Let's see. A, what is a? K to the power 1 by x. C means k to the power 1 by z. And b means k to the power 1 by y, but it is b square given. So it is b square. Now let us move to the next step. See, bases are same. They are in multiplication. They should be k to the power 1 by x plus 1 by z. And it will be k to the power. Powers, then power means powers are multiplied. 2 by y. So we can cancel the k's and k's here because we are getting the same base. So 1 by x plus 1 by z is equal to 2 by y. So which we have to prove, we have to see. So like this we will get the solution of these questions.